The Civic Party's Alvin Young won the Legislative Council New Territories East by-election, capturing more than 160,000 votes. He beat his closest rival, Holden Chow, of the Democratic Alliance for the Betterment and Progress of Hong Kong by more than 10,000 votes. Hong Kong Indigenous member Edward Leung came in third with more than 60,000 votes. Ronnie Samtani reports.
Young Alvin Oakhill is 160,000.
With 160,880 votes, Alvin Young was declared the victor of the by-election. The barrister and Civic Party member scored over 37% of the votes. Coming in second was DAB's Holden Chow with 150,329 votes. Young's win means the Civic Party will hold on to its LegCo seat after former party member and lawmaker Ronnie Tong resigned last year.
I can speak on behalf of Civic Party that we will reevaluate what we have been doing, and I think we need to reform and to suit what the people of Hong Kong expect us to do in 2016.
In a surprising turn of events, Hong Kong Indigenous member Edward Leung came in third with 66,524 votes. The 24-year-old university student scored more votes than District Councillor Christine Fong and received far more support than former legislator Nelson Wong. Leung said in the past his group was referred to as violent thugs, but today he pointed out that they received the support of more than 60,000 voters. He explained that Hong Kong's politics is no longer divided between the pan-democrats and the pro-establishment camp, and that there is a third group that cannot be ignored. The localist gaining a foothold highlights a shift in the city's political scene. Even though the election results preserve the status quo between the pro-establishment camp and the pan-democrats, there is a growing possibility that localists, some of whom have been called radical separatists by Beijing, will have a chance in the territory-wide LegCo elections in September. Leung indicated that he will run in the LegCo elections in September. Some analysts say the results show support for the pan-democrats is on the decline. In the 2012 by-election, the pan-democrats garnered 55% of the votes and won 6 LegCo seats. This time round, Edward Leung won over some of the supporters of the pan-democratic camp. The Civic Party stressed it doesn't condone violent actions, but said people should not jump to the conclusion that the results are an affirmation for radicalism.
It's an action and reaction sort of situation. When the government is being very, very high-handed, then people will react much more strongly. The election result actually should signal a warning to C.Y. Leung, telling him that his sort of vote them out tactics, his hard tactics, and his lying of, very provocative lying of trying to divide Hong Kong people is not going to work.
While the Democratic Party said it respected the wish of voters, but believes Hong Kong people overall are against violent demonstrations. Ronnie Samtani, TVB News.
The vote counting didn't finish until about 5 o'clock this morning. That was partly because the key to one of the ballot boxes was lost, which stirred up commotion at Ma On San counting station. The Justice Department ordered the box to be forced open with tools, but it drew anger from some observers who thought the incident was suspicious. Police were called to the scene. In the end, the lock was cut by a police officer. Meanwhile, Electoral Affairs Commission Chairman Barnabas Fung reported 339 election-related complaints. There was an assault case during the election, which is being handled by police. Fung urged people to be more tolerant of different views.